Let's call a spade a spade. Struggling with money sucks. Doubly so if you actually are making a good income. Doubly so if you have a good job. Doubly so if you're ordinarily like really intelligent and confident, and so many people think that you're successful and you think you should be successful. It really sucks when, unbeknownst to most people, you struggle with money. That no matter what you do, no matter what you try, no matter how much money you actually make, no matter what you achieve, it's still never enough. You still don't experience that freedom and that ease and that well-being, I'll call it abundance, that you want, that you thought having this great income would give you, that you thought having all these achievements and this great lifestyle would give you. And when that happens, and when it continues, despite all of your efforts, despite doing all the things you know to do, the thing that breaks my heart is you're probably going to start to think, what's wrong with me? Why can't I fix this? Why, despite all that I know and all my talents and all my intelligence, why can I not get this money thing figured out so that I can have that experience of abundance in my life and in my bank account? And why does that break my heart? Because the moment you start to think, something must be wrong with me, here comes shame. Here comes embarrassment. And usually on the heels of that comes hiding, like, oh, I don't want anybody to know this. And so you'll either hide by everything is great and life is good, or you'll hide as in pull away from people and from doing the things that you want. You'll hide what's going on with your money from you. And anytime you hide, you create a block from whatever it is you really want. And when you're in this cycle of thinking, I've done all these things and I should be more successful and I should be able to handle this money stuff and I shouldn't be struggling like this and I should be further ahead by now financially, will I ever be able to retire? When you're in that game, it would never occur to you, I know because I've been here, that nothing is wrong with you. It would never occur to you that it's not my fault. I'm not the one to blame. It would never occur to you that nothing's wrong and something's missing. There's something I don't know yet. There's something I don't see. There is something I haven't done. Oh, my struggle with money is the invitation, the catalyst for growth, for me to learn that new thing, to see things differently, to learn a different approach. Wow, that's so much more empowering than something's wrong with me and the shame, embarrassment, hiding cycle that it creates. Because when you're in that sense of something's wrong with me, then you're in a literally a state of scarcity. Your experience of yourself is defective and deficient and not enough. And this state of scarcity within yourself will perpetuate that experience of scarcity in your life and bank account. It breaks my heart. And I've had a lot of conversations the past couple of weeks where this is where people went. The deduction they made when they've tried budgeting and they make more money and they're doing all of this, but there's still this struggle, this fear, this anxiety, this guilt, this shame around money, not the freedom and joy and ability to enjoy money and use it in ways that supports life for themselves in the world without any guilt, like that's not there. And it breaks my heart when this is the conclusion they come to. So if I'm speaking to you, my friend, then let me tell you right here, right now, there is nothing inherently wrong with you. In many ways, it's not your fault. You have done the best you could up until this point, knowing what you know and not knowing what you don't know about both money and abundance and yourself and the way things work. I'm recording this to tell you it's not too late. You have hope. It's just about being open, no more hiding, right? To see the thing you haven't seen. To try the thing you didn't know was the thing. To learn something new. To see what you don't know. You start going down that path, my friend, and I promise you, struggle with money does not have to be your continued experience. Now, I'm going to add something here. I know firsthand that it's really hard to see what you're not seeing, to discover what you don't know by yourself. And yet, when we're in the something's wrong with me, hiding, feeling ashamed, we have a tendency to think we have to figure it out ourselves. And that is impossible and perpetuates scarcity. It's why I always say abundance is not a do-it-yourself project. I have coaches who help me see what I don't see. Sometimes that's the very thing I help my clients to see, but I can't see it when it's about me. To have me see possibilities and approaches that I didn't know. And bottom line, in all of the work I do, know that you've done the best you could up until now, living in a world that's based in and dominated by this invisible, unaddressed archetype of scarcity that shapes our ideas of abundance, that shapes how we go about using and managing and making money, and actually perpetuates scarcity. I guarantee that's probably one you haven't seen. And seeing that is the first step in freeing yourself from it. And that's what I want for you more than anything, my friend. Freedom. Freedom for you to fully live the unique life you were created to live, to have the resources you need for that, including money, to know how to use those resources in service of that. Because rather than something's wrong with you, I know that something is really, really right with you. That you have unique gifts to share with the people in your life and in our world, that you are here at this moment on this planet for a reason. It's time for you to heal your relationship with money, to get out of the money struggle, so you can more fully be who you are and stop thinking something's wrong with you. Something's really right with you. You are inherently valued, worthy, worthwhile, important. You matter. So if I'm talking to you, if I'm describing your experience with money right now, then let's connect. Let me support you to see what you can't see, to see what you don't know, that when you see it and you act on it, can change the dynamic and the trajectory of your relationship with money, your bank account, and your life. Really want to dive in? Reach out and schedule a discovery session with me, and let's go one-on-one and talk about this. Not sure if you want to dive in that much? Then I invite you to begin to see a whole bunch that you haven't been seeing in my new Foundations for Abundance 6-week live Zoom class. Links are in the content below. Bottom line, my friend, you don't have to continue to struggle with money. And the fact that you are struggling with money does not mean something's wrong with you. It means there's something missing, not in you, but for you to see, to learn, to discover, to embrace. And that's what I love supporting people to do. Maybe you?